Friends, every day we wake up, we have a choice. Will we let the worries of life set the tone for our day, or will we start with the right mindset? The way we begin our morning shapes the direction of everything that follows. So today, I want to share 9 powerful truths that will transform the way you think, live, and walk through life. These aren't just positive statements, they are foundational truths that will anchor you through every storm and every season. I am deeply loved by God. Before anything else, before I step into the chaos of the day, I remind myself of this truth. It's not just a hopeful thought or a motivational phrase. It's the foundation of who I am. Love is not just something God does, it's who He is. And because He is love, His love for me is not based on my performance, my success, or even my failures. It's constant, unshaken, and unconditional. Some days it's easy to forget this. The world tells me I have to earn love, that I have to prove my worth, measure up, or be good enough. But God's love isn't something I achieve, it's something I receive. He loved me before I took my first breath. He loved me before I made my first mistake. His love is not dependent on how I feel or how well I perform. It's based on His nature, not mine. This love is deeper than human love. People can let me down, friendships can fade, and approval from others can be fleeting, but God's love is eternal. It doesn't waver when I have a bad day. It doesn't lessen when I struggle. It remains the same through my ups and downs. I don't have to work for it, I don't have to chase it, and I don't have to fear losing it. It is mine simply because I am His. When I truly grasp this love, it changes the way I see everything. I don't have to wake up with anxiety, wondering if I am enough. I don't have to live my day trying to prove myself to people who may never be satisfied. I don't have to let my mistakes define me. God's love gives me confidence, not in myself, but in Him. I can walk through today with my head high, not because I have it all together, but because I am held together by His love. His love is also my anchor in hard times. When life gets overwhelming, when the weight of responsibilities feels too heavy, I don't have to carry it alone. His love surrounds me, strengthens me, and sustains me. It reminds me that even in the darkest moments, I am not abandoned. He sees me, He knows me, and He cares about every detail of my life. The more I dwell on this love, the more I realize that nothing can separate me from it. Not my past, not my failures, not my fears. It's a love that goes beyond circumstances and reaches into the deepest parts of my soul. It is the one thing that will never fail me, never forsake me, and never stop pursuing me. So today, before anything else, I choose to rest in this truth: I am deeply loved by God. No matter what comes my way, no matter what others say, this love remains my foundation, my security, and my greatest source of joy. I have a purpose greater than my problem. No matter what challenges I face today, I remind myself that my life is not defined by them. My problems are real, but they are not the whole story. I was created for something bigger than my struggles. I am not here by accident. I was intentionally designed with a purpose that goes beyond my temporary difficulties. When I wake up, I can choose to focus on my problems, or I can choose to focus on the purpose that gives meaning to my life. It's easy to get caught up in the weight of daily struggles. Stress, disappointments, and unexpected challenges try to pull me down, making it seem like they are the most important thing. But I have to remind myself that these problems are just part of the journey, not the destination. They are not roadblocks that stop me. They are stepping stones that shape me. Every obstacle I face is an opportunity to grow, to trust, and to step deeper into my calling. Purpose gives perspective. Without it, problems seem overwhelming and meaningless. But when I remember that I was created for something bigger, my struggles become more than just difficulties. They become part of a greater plan. They refine me, teach me, and prepare me for what's ahead. They don't define me, but they do develop me. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me, I can ask, how is this shaping me for my purpose? That shift in mindset changes everything. Purpose gives me strength. When life feels heavy, when the weight of responsibility seems too much, my purpose gives me the motivation to keep going. I am not just working, surviving, or making it through another day. I am moving towards something meaningful. I have been given gifts, talents, and opportunities that are meant to make a difference. I was created to add value to the world, to serve others, to bring hope where there is none. My purpose isn't just about me, it's about the lives I touch along the way. Problems come and go, but my purpose remains. It is not shaken by circumstances, nor is it limited by my failures. Even when I feel weak, unqualified, or uncertain, my purpose is still there, waiting for me to walk in it. I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to wait until life is perfect. I just have to take one step at a time, trusting that even in the midst of struggles, I am exactly where I need to be. So when difficulties arise today, I will not be discouraged. My purpose is greater than my problems. What I am facing is temporary, but the impact of living out my purpose is eternal. I will not let setbacks stop me. I will not let fear hold me back. I was made for more than just getting through the day. I was made to make a difference, to walk in my calling, and to fulfill the reason I am here. God's mercies are new every morning. No matter what happened yesterday, today is a fresh start. I don't have to carry the weight of my past mistakes, regrets, or failures into this new day. God's mercy is bigger than my shortcomings, and His grace is stronger than my weaknesses. Each morning He offers me a clean slate, a new beginning, and the chance to move forward without being defined by what's behind me. His mercies are not left over from yesterday. It's easy to wake up with the burden of the past still weighing on my heart. The mistakes I made, the words I wish I could take back, the opportunities I missed, these thoughts can flood my mind if I let them, but dwelling on the past does not change it. What changes everything is recognizing that God's mercy is greater. He does not hold my past against me. He does not keep a record of my failures to use against me. Instead, He meets me with love, forgiveness, and a new opportunity to grow. Mercy is not something I earn. It is something God freely gives. He knows I am not perfect. He knows I will struggle, fall short, and sometimes make the wrong choices. Yet He chooses to extend mercy to me every single morning. His love is not based on my performance. It is based on His character. That means I don't have to prove myself to be worthy of a fresh start. I simply have to receive it and walk in it. When I wake up and remind myself that God's mercies are new, it changes my perspective on everything. I don't have to start the day feeling like I'm already behind or that I have to make up for yesterday's failures. I get to start fresh, knowing that God is not holding anything against me. This truth gives me the confidence to step into today with hope instead of guilt, faith instead of fear, and joy instead of regret. God's mercy also teaches me how to extend grace to myself and others. If He does not define me by my worst moments, then I shouldn't either. And if He offers me a new beginning every morning, I should be willing to offer the same to those around me. Holding on to past hurts, grudges, or disappointments only weighs me down. Mercy is not just something I receive, it is something I am called to give. No matter what I face today, I know I am not walking in my own strength. God's mercy goes before me, covering my weaknesses and empowering me to do better. I don't have to be perfect, but I can keep moving forward, trusting that His grace is enough for me. His mercy is not just a second chance, it's an invitation to live in freedom, to let go of yesterday. I am stronger than I think because God is with me. There are moments in life when I feel overwhelmed, weak, or incapable of handling what's in front of me. Challenges can seem too big, responsibilities too heavy, and the road ahead uncertain. But the truth is, I am not facing life alone. God is with me, and because of that, I have a strength that goes beyond my own abilities. My strength is not found in my own power, but in His presence. No matter how difficult the situation, I am never left to figure it out by myself. When I look back at the times I thought I wouldn't make it, I see that God was there all along, carrying me through. The moments I felt the weakest were the moments He was working the most. I may not always feel strong, but my strength is not based on feelings. It is based on the fact that God is with me. And when He is with me, I am never without what I need to face the day ahead. Life has a way of making me doubt myself. I might think I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough. But those thoughts do not define me. God has already equipped me with everything I need. He would not have brought me to this moment if He wasn't also giving me the strength to walk through it. My strength is not measured by how powerful I feel. It is measured by how much I trust the One who is always by my side. Difficult seasons are not meant to break me. They are meant to build me. Every challenge I overcome makes me stronger. Every time I choose faith over fear, I grow. Every time I lean on God instead of my own understanding, I become more resilient. Strength is not about never feeling weak. It's about knowing where to turn when I do. My struggles do not mean I am failing. They mean I am growing. God's presence in my life means that even when I don't see a way, He is making one. Even when I feel like giving up, He is holding me up. I don't have to rely on my own strength because His strength is made perfect in my weakness. That means when I am tired, He gives me rest. When I am unsure, He gives me wisdom. When I am afraid, He gives me courage. So no matter what today brings, I will not shrink back. I will not let fear, doubt, or insecurity control my decisions. I will stand firm, knowing that I have a strength greater than my own. I may not have all the answers, but I have all that I need because I have God, and He is more than enough. He goes before me, walks beside me, and carries me when I need it. That is why I am stronger than I think, and that is why I will keep moving forward with confidence. I choose faith over fear. Every day I am faced with a choice. I can let fear control me, or I can trust that God is bigger than whatever I am facing. Fear whispers lies. It tells me I am not good enough, not strong enough, and not capable of handling what's ahead. It tries to convince me that the worst will happen, that I will fail, that things won't get better. But faith speaks a different language. Faith reminds me that God is in control, that He has a plan, and that I don't have to have all the answers to move forward. Fear thrives on uncertainty, but faith is about trusting even when I don't see the full picture. Life will always have unknowns. There will always be moments when I don't know what's coming next, when I don't have every detail figured out. Fear wants me to believe that uncertainty is dangerous, that if I can't control something, I should worry about it. But faith tells me that I don't need to have control because God already does. He sees what I cannot see, and He is already working things out for my good. Fear holds me back, but faith moves me forward. Fear tries to keep me stuck in doubt, afraid to take risks, afraid to step into what God has for me. It tells me to wait until I feel ready, until I have more confidence, until everything makes sense. But faith doesn't wait for perfect conditions. Faith steps out even when things are uncertain, believing that God will meet me there. Faith doesn't need all the answers. It just needs to trust in the one who does. Fear makes problems seem bigger than they are. It magnifies my worries, exaggerates my weaknesses, and makes me forget the victories I've already won. But when I choose faith, I shift my focus from my problems to my God. I stop looking at how big the storm is and start remembering how powerful God is. He has never failed me before, and He won't start now. No matter what I am facing, I am not facing it alone. Choosing faith over fear is not about ignoring reality. It's not pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about choosing to believe that no matter what happens, God is still in control. It's about trusting that He is leading me even when I can't see the way. It's about knowing that fear is temporary, but God's promises are eternal. So today I make a decision. I will not let fear dictate my choices. I will not let it steal my peace, my joy, or my confidence. I will step forward in faith, knowing that God is with me, guiding me, strengthening me, and making a way where there seems to be no way. Fear may come knocking, but I will not let it in. My trust is in God, and that is more than enough. I am not alone in my struggles. No matter what I am going through, I remind myself that I do not have to carry it by myself. It is easy to feel isolated, to believe that no one understands or that no one sees the weight I am bearing, but that is not the truth. God sees me. He knows every detail of my heart, every challenge I face, and every burden I try to hide. He has never left me, and He never will. His presence is constant even when I feel alone. There are moments when life feels overwhelming, when the struggles seem too heavy, and when I wonder if I have the strength to keep going. In those moments, it's tempting to believe that I'm fighting alone, that no one truly understands what I'm facing, but God does. He knows my worries, my fears, and my doubts. He sees the silent battles I fight and the prayers I whisper when no one else is around. And because He is with me, I am never truly alone. Even in my darkest moments, God is there. He is not distant or uninterested. He is close, closer than I realize. He is not watching from afar, waiting for me to figure things out on my own. He walks with me, strengthens me, and carries me when I feel like I can't take another step. His love does not waver when I struggle. His faithfulness does not diminish when I feel weak. He remains steady, unshaken, and present in every season of my life. Not only is God with me, but He has also placed people around me to walk this journey with me. I was never meant to handle life alone. I don't have to pretend to have it all together or carry my burdens in silence. There are people who care, who are willing to encourage, support, and lift me up when I need it. Sometimes pride or fear makes me want to hide my struggles, but there is freedom in knowing that I don't have to. I can reach out, be honest, and allow others to stand with me. When I truly understand that I am not alone, it changes the way I approach my struggles. I no longer have to rely on my own strength because God's strength is made perfect in my weakness. I don't have to carry everything on my own shoulders because He invites me to cast my burdens on Him. I don't have to live in isolation when I can lean on the people He has placed in my life. So today, I will remind myself of this truth. I am not alone. No matter what I face, God is with me. No matter how heavy the burden, I don't have to carry it by myself. I can move forward in confidence, knowing that I am seen, I am heard, and I am deeply loved. I am blessed more than I realize. It's easy to wake up and focus on what I don't have, what's going wrong, or what I wish were different. My mind naturally gravitates toward the struggles, the challenges, and the things that seem to be missing from my life. But when I take a moment to truly reflect, I realize that I am far more blessed than I often acknowledge. There is so much to be grateful for, and when I shift my perspective, I begin to see just how much I have been given. Every breath I take is a gift. Every new morning is an opportunity. I have seen both good days and bad days, yet I am still here, still standing, still moving forward. That alone is a blessing. Life itself is not something I am entitled to. It is something I have been graciously given. And when I remember that, I begin to see the beauty in the small things, the everyday moments that are often overlooked. There is provision in my life, even when I don't always recognize it. Maybe I don't have everything I want, but I have what I need. I have food to eat, a place to rest, people who care about me, and a future filled with possibilities. Even in difficult seasons, there are blessings woven throughout my story. Sometimes they come in the form of unexpected kindness, open doors, or even challenges that teach me and make me stronger. The more I focus on my blessings, the more I realize that gratitude is a choice. I can either dwell on what I lack or appreciate what I have. I can let complaints fill my heart, or I can choose to see the goodness that surrounds me. Gratitude shifts my entire outlook on life. It doesn't mean that everything is perfect or that I don't have real struggles, but it does mean that I refuse to let negativity steal my joy. Being blessed is not just about material things. It's about peace in the middle of chaos, strength when I feel weak, and hope when circumstances seem uncertain. It's about the people who have supported me, the lessons I have learned, and the moments that have shaped me. Even the trials I have faced have come with hidden blessings, growth, resilience, and a deeper faith than I had before. I don't want to go through life blind to the goodness that is right in front of me. I want to wake up each day with a heart that recognizes the blessings I have. When I focus on gratitude, my worries shrink, my stress fades, and my heart becomes lighter. No matter what today holds, I am already blessed beyond measure. And because of that, I can face whatever comes my way with a spirit of thankfulness and a heart full of peace. I will make progress, not excuses. Every day I am faced with a choice. I can move forward or I can stay stuck. Life will always present obstacles, challenges, and reasons to delay the things I know I should do. But if I wait for perfect conditions, I will never take the first step. If I focus on my limitations, I will never see my potential. Progress is not about having everything figured out. It's about deciding to move forward even when it's difficult. Excuses are easy. They give me permission to stay in my comfort zone, to avoid risks, and to postpone what matters. I can always find a reason why I'm not ready, why the timing isn't right, or why I don't have what it takes. But excuses do not lead to growth. They keep me stuck in the same place, repeating the same patterns and wondering why nothing changes. Progress, on the other hand, requires action. It requires me to step out in faith even when I feel unprepared. I don't have to be perfect to make progress. I don't have to know all the answers or have everything planned out. I simply need to take the next right step. Small steps add up over time, and every bit of effort moves me closer to where I am meant to be. Even if I stumble, even if I make mistakes, I am still further ahead than if I had done nothing. Failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. Growth requires me to take responsibility for my life. I cannot blame my past, my circumstances, or other people for where I am. My future is not determined by what has happened to me, but by the choices I make today. If I want to see change, I must be willing to do the work. I must be willing to push past fear, doubt, and insecurity. I must be willing to believe that I am capable of more than I have settled for. The path to progress is rarely easy. There will be days when I feel tired, when I want to quit, when the obstacles seem too big. But I remind myself that growth comes through persistence. I don't have to move at full speed. I just have to keep going. I won't compare my progress to anyone else's because my journey is my own. I will celebrate every step, no matter how small, because every bit of forward movement matters. I refuse to let excuses hold me back. I refuse to allow fear to keep me from pursuing what I know is possible. I refuse to wait for the perfect moment because the perfect moment is now. I am capable of progress, and I will not waste another day making excuses. I will move forward, trusting that each step I take brings me closer to the person I am meant to become. My life has purpose. I am not here by accident. I was created for a reason, and my life holds meaning beyond what I can always see or understand. There are moments when I may question my purpose, wondering if what I do truly matters. But even on days when I feel unnoticed or unsure, I remind myself that God does not make mistakes. He has placed me here in this time and place for a reason. Purpose is not just found in big, dramatic moments. It is woven into the everyday details of my life. The way I speak to others, the kindness I show, the love I give, the work I do, all of it matters. I do not have to wait for some distant moment in the future to live with purpose. My purpose is here and now, in the small things as much as in the big things. I have been given unique gifts, talents, and opportunities, and they are meant to be used. Comparison is a trap that tries to make me doubt my purpose. When I look at others, I might feel like I am not doing enough or that my life is insignificant compared to theirs. But my purpose is not meant to look like anyone else's. I was created with a specific calling, and no one else can fulfill it the way I can. I don't need to be someone else. I need to be fully who I was made to be. There will be times when I don't feel like I am making a difference. There will be days when I wonder if my efforts are in vain, but purpose is not always about immediate results. It is about faithfulness. Even when I can't see the full picture, I trust that every step I take, every seed I plant, and every act of love I give has an impact. My purpose is not determined by how I feel on any given day. It is rooted in something far deeper. I will not let doubt steal my sense of meaning. I will not let fear keep me from stepping into what I was made to do. I will not allow insecurity to convince me that I am unqualified. If I am still here, then my purpose is not yet complete. There is still more for me to do, still more ways for me to grow, still more lives for me to touch. I choose to live with purpose. I will show up fully, give my best, and trust that even the smallest actions have significance. I will walk with confidence, knowing that I am not a mistake, that my life is intentional, and that I am making a difference in ways I may not even realize. I am here for a reason, and I will embrace that truth with all my heart.